We are embarking on a new journey to bring you intelligence that understands you. Apple Intelligence is the personal intelligence system that puts power.
Every single one of those companies wants you to believe that AI is the most important thing that's ever happened. And I don't think they're wrong. I think they're building the wrong version of it. Okay, so let me paint you a picture of what AI looks like in 2026. You open your phone, Siri wants to summarize your notifications. You open Chrome, Google gives you an AI-generated answer instead of just showing you the links. You open the Notes app, it wants to rewrite what you just typed. And you didn't ask for any of this. Instagram has AI, Messages has AI, my keyboard has AI apparently, and I'm pretty sure my fridge is gonna have AI by the next year. Oh wait, it does. And the thing is, none of it is making my life better, it's just there, and most of the time it gets in the way. Here's my actual problem with all this. Look at what AI is being used for right now. It can generate a painting in 10 seconds. Okay. It can write an entire song. Sure. It can clone someone's face and put them in a video they were never in. Oh. It can copy someone's voice and make a whole podcast they never recorded. That's terrifying, actually. And the scary part is, it's good enough to fool the internet. For example, there was a band on Spotify called The Velvet Sundown. It had 1 million monthly listeners, it had albums, photos, a backstory, a verified profile, it had the whole thing. Every single part of it was fake. AI made the music, AI made the photos, AI made the band members. Those people weren't even real. Nobody had figured it out until people on Reddit started looking into it. And the only reason they caught it is because the band had zero internet presence outside of Spotify. It had no interviews, no live shows, and no social media activity. And it goes beyond just content. People have lost real money because AI cloned their boss's voice on a phone call and told them to wire transfer. So here's what's happening. Art, music, writing, modeling, the stuff people go to school for, build careers around, pour themselves into. That's what AI is replacing first. Now let me ask you something. Can AI do your taxes? No. Can AI file a return claim with a company that has a terrible return policy? Nope. Can AI schedule a doctor's appointment without making you call 3 different numbers? Still no. Can AI get you to the DMV without losing your entire afternoon? Nothing can do that. The boring stuff that everybody hates doing is completely untouched, and the creative stuff that gives people's lives meaning is getting automated. It's supposed to be the opposite, and the best part is, the AI they are shipping, half of it doesn't even work. Apple made AI the entire reason to buy the iPhone 16. The entire marketing campaign was based on Apple Intelligence. Then the phone came out and the AI literally wasn't on it. It shipped months late. When it finally showed up, the notification summary started making up fake news headlines under the BBC logo. The writing tools would literally rewrite your messages in ways you didn't ask for. Siri was supposed to get smarter and it actually got worse. And the image generation made people look weird and wrong. Let's get back to the whole BBC thing. Apple Intelligence was supposed to summarize your news notifications. Instead, it was rewriting them. It told people a shooting suspect had killed himself. He didn't. It said a darts player won a championship before the match even started. These notifications showed up on people's lock screen looking like they came directly from the BBC. Apple had to pull the feature entirely, and they ended up paying $250 million in a lawsuit because they marketed and sold phones based on an AI that didn't work. The Google AI overview didn't even properly work when it first came out, and even right now it still messes up. Samsung shoves Galaxy AI into everything, whether it makes sense or not. Microsoft put Copilot in Word, Excel, Outlook, and Teams. Even Windows has an AI button nobody asked for. None of this is making anything better. These companies are spending billions on AI features that don't work, that nobody wanted, and that make existing products worse. And they're doing this because Wall Street rewards the word AI more than it rewards a good product. There's another side of this that a lot of people talk about but most get wrong. Every time you use any AI tool, that request goes to a data center, which is a giant building full of servers. These servers get really hot, and the cheapest way to cool them down is to spray fresh drinking water over them and let it evaporate. A single large data center uses up to 5 million gallons of water a day, same as a town of 50,000 people. 80% of that water evaporates, it doesn't come back to where it left. Clouds move, it rains somewhere else. Your city just lost its water. And the water that stays behind is full of chemical runoff that gets dumped back into local waterways. Better cooling technology already exists. It works better and doesn't use water, but it costs more to set up, so they don't use it. A single ChatGPT question uses 5 times more power than a Google search, and most of that power still comes from fossil fuels. 15 coal plants in the US that were supposed to be shut down are being kept open specifically for data centers. I made a whole short breaking this down. If you want the details, link is in the description. But the point is, all of that money, all of that water, and all of that energy is going towards an AI that draws dogs in sunglasses and makes up fake news. Hey, real quick, if you're finding this interesting, subscribe. I drop videos every week breaking down stuff like this, and my videos are 100% AI free as a little bonus. Okay, let's keep going because this is where it gets interesting. So everything I just said is real, but it's only half the picture, and I'd be lying if I left it there. AI has done things that genuinely matter. It stopped protein folding, 50 years of scientists working on it, and the AI just cracked it like this. It's helping doctors read medical scans faster and catch things like cancer earlier. It's letting researchers simulate drug interactions in hours instead of years. It's helping people who are deaf get real-time captions in conversations. When AI is used as a tool to help people do things they couldn't do before, it's amazing, like actually amazing. And that's the whole thing. That's what this video is about. There's a difference between a tool and a replacement. When a doctor uses AI to catch something in a scan they might have missed, that's a tool. When a student uses AI to help them learn, that's a tool. When an engineer runs thousands of simulations in an hour instead of a week, that's a tool. But when an AI writes your essay, paints your painting, writes your song, and you just put your name on it, that's not a tool. That's a replacement, and the person being replaced is you. And when you stop doing the work yourself, your brain stops working. MIT actually proved this and had them write essays. One group on their own, one with ChatGPT, and one with Google. The ChatGPT group had the lowest brain activity. By the third essay, they just stopped writing and pasted whatever the AI gave them. When they were asked to write on their own again, they couldn't. The researchers called it metacognitive laziness. If your brain knows something else will do the thinking, it quits. Every piece of technology before this, cars, the internet, cameras, radio, it made people better at things. It let us go further. AI is the first one making us worse. It's the first one making us lazier. But it doesn't have to be this way. Picture this, AI that reads your medical bills and catches overcharges, that compares every flight and hotel for your trip without you opening 10 tabs, that reminds you to cancel subscriptions before they renew, that translates the conversation in real time while you're traveling. AI that handles the stuff you hate so you have more time for the stuff you love, not the other way around. That's the version of AI I want. That's what these companies could be building if they care about you more than their stock price. So to answer the question, is this video pro-AI or anti-AI? It's the wrong question. Sadly, AI is never going away, so we need to use it correctly. That's the difference, using AI to get better versus using AI so you don't have to try. AI was supposed to help us, and it still can. We just have to demand better. Oh, and FYI, this whole video, including the script, was done without AI. Thank you very much. AI should make the hard stuff easier, not make the fun stuff pointless. And until companies building it figure that out, it's on us to push for it or build it ourselves. Drop a comment. What's one thing you wish AI would actually fix? I want to see what you'd pick. I am Samuel, this is SAMNOVA, and I'll see y'all in the next one.